Warning, this podcast contains spoilers.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Gotham Season 3, Episode 7, The Red Queen. Wonderland shit. I'm your host, John. With me is Nikki.
Hi.
Hi. So we're missing Dom tonight because he left. He may come back. I don't know. Depends on how much.
I don't know. It might depend on... I have no idea.
Well, if he gets lost in the desert again like last time, I mean, it could be a problem. We'll see. Anyway.
Yeah.
we actually have some, actual character development this episode to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I think maybe we'll just start at the beginning, though, with Miss Valerie.
Right.
So last episode we left off, she got shot by the Mad Hatter, and they weren't too sure how she was going to do, and, I mean, we knew she was going to make it, but
Yeah.
she already woke up from, recovery, and Jim was there, just like the dreamy little fella he is, and it really didn't go so well.
No.
Valerie kind of saw right through. He's like, well, I told him to shoot Lee to save you, and she's like, no, you didn't, you idiot. You were in his head, and I think Dom might have called this, as a matter of fact. Like, she knows that Jim knew that he wasn't going to shoot Lee if he said Lee.
That's true, but, I think Valerie's known for the beginning of their relationship, since the very beginning, and they had that casual talk. She's like, I have work, I have you, and you're only here to satisfy one need. She didn't really tell him that, because what really bugged me, she's like, you don't love me, get the hell out. It was like, but you didn't want that.
Yeah, you're right. It's weird, because it's like they were just kind of, it was like a physical relationship. They went on that one weird date where he was like, you're paying for dinner. Ha 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 ha. I'm not kidding, I'm broke. So yeah, I feel like she didn't earn that.
No.
Earn the right to say, you don't love me.
I think that's why he went back. He was going to bring her alcohol and talk to her and everything, and then he saw Tech later on. But I think that was him saying, no, I really do care about you. You're seeing it wrong. But it's, I don't know, from her point of view, yeah, he did do the thing where he chose Lee over her, but from the past that we've seen, she didn't really care anyways.
Not really.
No.
I mean, so I don't know. I'm still not a huge fan of hers, quite frankly. She's still default reporter girl.
She is,
in my eyes. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is her chance to go away for a little while, and I don't know. Maybe we get a break.
Maybe.
Who knows? But maybe she'll come back with a personality. I don't know.
Kind of like Barbara?
Yeah, it took her a couple seasons, but she got there.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take Valerie that long, but it's still going to happen.
Yeah, but still. Yeah. I mean, and actually Wendell in chat is saying, she started to have feelings since they had breakfast together. Maybe, yeah, but it's she still was denying it the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
and was kind of just...
She was straight out saying to Gordon, you're only here to satisfy my sexual needs. That's it. I don't...
Right.
I have work and that's all I care about. So, for Gordon to make that choice when he had to with the Mad Hatter, it was yeah, this is easier.
It is. I don't know. But whatever. Leave her alone. She frustrates me.
She is frustrating.
So, we still have the Mad Hatter just at large. And I don't know if I'm wrong saying this, but I feel like he's just been running rampant through a lot of episodes in a row. More than a lot of villains we've had. I mean...
I don't even know, because it's not even... He's not... I really envisioned the Mad Hatter completely differently than this, and to me, I'm actually disappointed in the character. I like the whole like dynamic with his sister.
Oh, okay.
But I just the way he like
He's
his
like
quirks and his quirks and all those like little sayings he says. It's like, no, you could be a little bit more creative than that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think traditionally the Mad Hatter's always been like very, like a little cartoony, but overtly crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I expected like psychotic crazy, like way more than so right now. Like like murderous all the time. I mean, he does get a little murdery this episode, but I mean, like blood and guts everywhere kind of thing. I know they can't do that for the show, but you know, a little bit more crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely like setting up these elaborate ruses for Jim to deal with, which he does with Batman in like the normal series, but it just, I don't know why this one feels like more James Bond villain than like unhinged maniac, you know what I mean? So it just, I think it cheapens him a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. He just seems a little cheap, like lame, not really thought through. Kind of like the very early Enigma. It was just kind of like, oh, let's throw this random pun in there and let's hope it works.
I mean, right. I mean, and his plans aren't like super well thought out at this point. Like they have clear plot holes in them. Like, what if that person just doesn't do what you want them to do, and then it doesn't work? Dumbass. Like, I mean, and maybe they could justify it by saying like, oh, he's young, he's still learning his craft for like way worse. I don't know. But anyway, he meets with an herbalist who I was really hoping wouldn't get killed, but then immediately got killed. It's like, cool, but whatever.
I was expecting him to be somebody.
That's what I thought. I'm like, who's that going to be? And then he's dead. I'm like, no one, you're dead. Yay. So he acquires an accelerant to combine with his sister's blood, basically, to make it act quicker and, I don't know, be more potent. So he breaks into the morgue, steals his sister's corpse, exsanguinates it, takes all the blood out of her. She had quite a lot left in her because apparently they left her cold, so they just had to heat her up and drain the blood.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. I mean, because if you would leave her, if you wouldn't freeze her or keep her cold, then the blood would, I mean, she'd start to rot and the blood would be.
So, like, if immediately after they get her and do their little test, you put her in a cold storage, the blood doesn't coagulate?
I mean, it would, but it wouldn't hurt it.
Okay.
You know, it can.
That was I was like, isn't the blood, like, in chunks right now? It looks pretty liquidy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the idea is, like, once you heat her up to, like, normal body temperature, it starts to flow again. That's why I had to hold her upside down, because it wouldn't have come out any other way.
Right, yeah.
Which we're going to talk about in Westworld anyway, so stay tuned for that, for more bleeding people out upside down action. Yeah. So his big plan is to poison the elite guests of the Founders Dinner for the mayor and all the hoity-toity people of Gotham. But on his way, he kind of a little bit of Jim Gordon. We'll get to that in a little bit. But so I just want to jump to like the investigation, right? So Barnes and Harvey jump on this. You know, as soon as the body's missing from the morgue, they freak out. And then Jim shows up because Jim's like, I'm going to help because I'm a personality. And Barnes just shuts him down, which I don't know if that was, do you think, like, was that the crazy blood talking, or is this just, he's just done with his shit?
I think he's totally done with Gordon's shit because he just, like, thinks he can walk right in and just be a part of the gang. And he can't because he's just fumbling things up. He's messed up catching the Mad Hatter like 3 times now because he was involved. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think like he had to say that. He's like, look, you're coming back to being a cop, or you're out of here. You're off the crime scene. Goodbye.
Yep.
So
you're banned.
Yeah, and even Harvey like laid into him. He's like, look, either come back to be a cop or don't. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually called him out on being afraid. Like, you're afraid to do this because you're afraid of the responsibility. And Jim's like, no, I'm not afraid. I'm afraid with person I know, Jim Gordon. You know, whatever.
No, Gordon had it coming.
He really did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I actually said this about The Walking Dead, and I'm going to say it again. Like, Jim was stuck in a logic loop since like the halfway point of season 2, almost. Of like, I gotta protect people, but I can't protect people because then they get hurt. It's like, no, you're just being selfish and not taking responsibility for your actions and for the people around you. That's basically it, Jim. We've known this for a long time. Thanks for catching up with us. So anyway, I guess we could talk about him because boy did he go on quite the trip. So Tetch kind of
Definitely.
give a little spritz stuff from the herbalist.
Yeah.
It's like a spritz, and Jim starts tripping balls, man. He winds up in like this weird elevator with Barbara of all people in various outfits. Just outfit. I don't know, man. Like, you know, the nurse's costume, the
nun,
the going out dress.
Yeah, the gown. It was like, what?
Jim, like, what goes on in your head, my man?
He's just as crazy as the rest of them is what's going on there.
He really is. I mean, so basically this is an excuse to, one, put everyone in funny costumes, which is always fun for the actors to do, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But we get to see like these weird little vignettes of you know, almost like Jim's Ghosts of Christmas Past and Future and stuff, right? Like I kind of got that kind of vibe, like an Ebenezer Scrooge sort of thing. So he starts off at the GCPD and this weird Bruce character shows up with like a person mask.
A mask. I think it has to do with still trying to figure out who killed his parents. The mask is like the symbolic, like, I still need to find this man because I promised Bruce so long ago.
Yeah. And he kind of just forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Bruce says never leave your unit behind backwards. And so we kind of catch a little glimpse of Jim.
Bruce. That was Penguin.
That was Penguin, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jim has a flashback to when he was a soldier. And Penguin says never leave your unit behind. So we get the idea that Jim may have, when he was at war, may have like abandoned his post in some kind of action, gotten and killed in his troop or something like that. We don't really know, but it wasn't good, and he messed up. So that's obviously something that would weigh on him. Mm-hmm. And then Bruce shoots him. And then he pulls beads out of him. I don't even. I didn't. I thought it was going to be like a rosary, like a string of rosary beads, but it wasn't. It was just like
purple, like beads you get from New Orleans for flashing. You know, it's like what?
Mardi Gras beads. I mean, and like, because my thought was like, oh, maybe it's like a pearl necklace because of Bruce's mom. But no, it wasn't pearls. It was just purple ass beads just coming out of his lower intestine. Like, what the hell did you eat, man? I don't know. And then I immediately said, those are in my anus when they pulled him out. I don't know. Maybe he's into that. But anyway, I think the weirdest one, and Lee Silver actually mentioned this in chat, is that like the weird like mom and kids thing with Lee and the two children. Yeah. Like coming home from work. And like that may have been like the Ghost of Christmas Future, like what could be, I guess, if he and Lee ended up together.
I mean, we know ultimately that's what he wanted. He was going to get that, and then shit happened last season. He went to Arkham, and Lee left, and she lost the baby, and you know, I don't know. I think they would be still together. I mean, even through all that shit that he did and went through.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that was a little weird because, like, you know, he had those children and he was acting all awkward, and then they got taken away from him dramatically and cobwebs and weird. But anyway, I think the most interesting part is when he met with his father.
Yeah, that was so neat.
Yeah, that was cool.
The talk that him and his dad had was just, that was the most character development we had from Gordon in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, really, it really was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool. Like he basically explained how his dad is his hero, and you know, said, like, you know, you never took work home with you. You always were able to, like, work hard and come back to me and Mom, and you were a great dad to me. You spent time with us, and you know, he just basically says, like, how can I be more like you? How can I not take it home with me? And you know, he didn't really answer him, but he said, you know, look at my ring.
The code is in my ring, or on my ring. Yeah.
On my ring, yeah. And real simple, I guess. It was an interesting ring. I was like, when I first saw it, didn't it look like a little, like, Masonic, like the Freemason sort of symbol?
Sort of.
Like,
it kind of reminded me of, like, a grad ring you would get from, like, your school.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
Or like a family coat of arms, you know, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Jim eventually, after et cetera, goes on, you know, goes home and looks at the ring, and it says in Latin, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Dum Spiramus, something. Anyway, It just means, while we breathe, we shall defend. Which, you know, sounds like a cop or a knight.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm like, wait, that sounds like a knight's oath. Does this have something to do with, like, the Saint Order of Saint Dumas? Because, right? Because I'm like, doesn't that sound very like something?
Please,
like,
wow, that'd be an amazing tie-in.
Like something like, I don't know, like something crazy Gallivan would have said, not like Mayor Gallivan.
No.
I don't know. But then it gets revealed that this may have something to do with the Court of Owls. So we see at the very last minute of the episode of the woman we know is Catherine, which may or may not be her name, speaking to a cloaked figure. Ooh, spooky. And he's wearing the same ring. So,
well, she did say, like, that she's part of one of the oldest families in Gotham, and, well, I mean, isn't Gordon's family one of the oldest families as well? So,
yeah. And then I was like, is that his dad? Is his dad not dead? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But so, yeah, I'm glad this happened, because Jim needed to change. He was bugging the shit out of me.
He was becoming one-dimensional.
Yeah. And I really, funny, like, I was thinking that on the car ride home, I'm like, he has one emotion. He has one, which is brr.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, what do you think? So, like, now he joined the GCPD. Like, what do you, like, how do you think he's going to be different? I don't know.
I want to say that he's going to try to get back on that horse and try to be gallant and, you know, like a knight, like, try to be honorable and stuff like that. Kind of like he was in the very beginning of the series. He was very, he had his morals set, and then, you know, Penguin started twisting with his mind a little bit, and I think he's going to try, and it's just going to be like, he's going to try too hard. And it's going to be even more taxing on him.
He's just going to go completely the opposite way and just not, because, like, really all he needs to do is strike a balance between Jim now and Jim season 1, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that would be the ideal. So you think he's just going to slingshot right past normal, then you know.
I think he's going to try for the high and mighty, and then he's going to realize it's not working, because it's going to be causing just as much shit as it was when he wasn't in the GCPD again. So it's going to be the roller coaster and the learning curve for him.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you're wrong, and that's not to say that I think you're going to be wrong, because I think you're probably right. But I hope not, because that would be really frustrating.
Yeah. but it's a way to extend the story for Gordon, at least. Show that he's still in turmoil, even though he's trying to make the right decisions.
Yeah, because I guess it would make sense. It wouldn't make sense if he just, flipped the switch and he was back to normal, or back to some semblance of normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So Jim's back to the GCPD. He's a detective again. Life's grand. But we've been avoiding talking about my new favorite person, Penguin.
Feel so bad for Penguin.
I know. All right. So guys, Penguin's gay, and it's lovely. It's very lovely. So we saw last episode, Penguin was trying to practicing to confessing his love to Nigma to a pot roast. The pot roast is very flattered.
Yeah.
But didn't want him back. And so neither does Nigma. So Nigma ran into this girl who's probably Kristen Kringle, but her name's Isabella. I don't. And they're in love. In 20 minutes, they're in love. Who is this woman?
I don't know, but she's stupid. I mean, she finds out that he's a freaking murderer and he spent time in Arkham. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna look him up and be like, okay with it. It's all right. Let's just kiss.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's cool.
So like Penguin obviously freaks out. Is like trying to call the police like a missing persons report. It was so adorable. Like he's very genuinely concerned for Nigma's safety. Nigma's just like dumb as a doorknob, just like, oh hey, hello. I told a riddle, yay! Like, okay, great, man. I was worried about you. And Penguin approaches this lady. And like, actually, before I say that, even says what I just said, what you just said. Why are you in love with her after an hour and a half? Like, what did you think? What? Like, why? What is wrong with you? And like, why is she okay with whatever? So then he explains to her, and I think this was kind of, a little underhanded of Penguin to do. And
it was. But I mean, he is a criminal, so.
Yeah, he did tell her the truth. Like, Nigma was in Arkham, and not so subtle words, and like he murdered people, including a girl who looked just like you. And she's like, "Oh, I had no idea." And like, then you see like these weird little like paper cutouts of like them holding hands, like with hearts and love drawn. I'm like, "Oh, she is a stage 5 flinger. We have a stage 5 flinger here. Like, we got to get her out of here. Get her away from your friend, because Jesus."
Well, I mean, to be honest, Nigma's also a stage 5 clinger, so. Yeah,
no, he is, but like, it's just none of them, the three of them, don't know what a healthy relationship. Actually,
no,
I don't think anyone on the show knows what a healthy relationship looks like.
Definitely
I can feel fairly safe in that statement.
Maybe Alfred,
except for Harvey.
He avoids it.
Harvey and Whiskey have a healthy relationship.
Oh, that's true.
That's about it. Yeah, him and Whiskey are great, but still. and poor Penguin has to deal with, not just like confronting this woman and then it not working, but then walking in on them making out after all this, and he's just like,
after the night he had at the founders party. Yeah, I know. He's floored right now. That poor guy
cannot catch a break. So yeah, we'll talk. Yeah. Sorry.
Lee says that, Penguin being gay is wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but just Penguin being gay is wrong. And we've already discussed this multiple times, that Gotham is its own entity. They're going to do whatever the crap hell they want to do with it. And I'm okay with them twisting it a little bit and, actually throwing in different sexual orientations, even with the big characters. It makes it that much more interesting. Yeah.
I mean, for one thing, I don't know if, season 1 we had Montoya. She's a lesbian. Barbara kind of just fucks anything with a pulse at this point. So does, I always forget her name. What the hell's Gallivan's sister's name?
I just know her as Tigress.
Tigress, whatever. she seems to be bisexual as well.
Yeah.
Like they're playing with a lot of that stuff. It's not, this isn't the. I mean, Montoya might be gay in other writings. I have no idea. I'm not too familiar with her, but this has been happening for a long time. I think it's just the fact that it's a penguin. It's the Penguin, and he's he's a major character.
Major character. He's forefront. He's he's got a lot of story right now. Like he's the mayor, for crying out loud. So yeah, I can understand where people disagree because of all the other DC, like the past storytellings and everything. But this is completely new, and we have to kind of take it like that.
Yeah, and I like it. Honestly, I think it's like even though we know these Riddler and Penguin are going to be around for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And I would love to fast forward 20 years and see what the hell's going on with them when Batman's beating the shit out of them all the time. I think that would be really funny to see. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because who knows? He could still be a jilted lover by then. I don't know. But I think it's totally cool. And I think, like you said, you need to take this as not its own universe, its own canon.
Yeah.
So we mentioned the Founders Party. And I guess we should get into that because not a ton happened here. It was fairly predictable. So like we said, Penguin's there. It was basically for the mayor, almost like a post-inauguration celebration thing, whatever. So all the movers and shakers of Gotham are there. And then Tetch breaks in and he's poisoning all the wine and causes a big grandstand at dinner and, almost makes Penguin drink the wine. Oh, boy, we don't want Penguin to go crazy. Oh, wait, he's crazy. Doesn't matter. But I think the more interesting that happened besides Tetch was Penguin had a rub-in with the Court of Owls.
Yeah. Catherine, I'm going to put her name in quotation marks because we don't know if that's her real name, but she said that was her name. But, alias and stuff. And she's like, we've been watching you for a really long time. We've had our eye on you. And he's just like, huh? And then she's just gone. She's poof.
Mm-hmm.
Which was...
And
what?
What are you? She pulled a Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't even know what to, because we see at the end of the episode, she's mentioning to the cloaked figure with Gordon's ring that Penguin still is. I'm not exactly sure what she said. He's still a murderer deep down. He's still
a criminal.
He's still a criminal at his heart. But it made me wonder: did the court fix the election in his favor in some way, or do something to make things kind of twist in his direction more? I'm not sure.
I mean, that is very plausible, and if that's the case, we're going to be seeing it within the next couple episodes.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the Court of Owls. They control everything. If a subway is off time, it's their fault. Probably there's a reason for it. So, yep. I guess we can't rule anything out. It's just basically what I'm saying. We still don't know what they're doing with Not Bruce. They've been kind of. I'm kind of glad they slowed down with them a little bit. Just a little, boop, here she is, boop, there she is. Yep. Little things here and there.
Keep it mysterious.
So, right. But in any case, Tetch broke in, tried to make them drink the blood. No one drank the blood. Everything was fine.
Barnes.
Da-di-da-di-da.
Barnes. He came in there and he just wrecked shit.
Damn. Just pissed the shit out of him.
God. Yeah. The thing is, Ted, the Mad Hatter knew, my sister's in you. You are so ragey right now. It was that was the creepiest part, to be honest. The way that he was just trying to get into Barnes' head right then and there. I think Barnes is going to be under his control within. I don't know. I just feel something with Barnes is going to happen. It's going to be really, 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 really bad. I was hoping for Hugo Strange to get his hands on him, and then possibly a Bane thing going on. But I don't think that's happening. anymore.
It just seems like everything's happening too fast for him.
Yeah.
For like any of that development. Yeah, I mean, God, man, we haven't seen Strange and Fish in a long time.
No.
In any case, it just reminded me of that. But yeah, I mean, like, but like more importantly, the GCPD handled this shit without Jim.
They did.
Is like important to note.
The thing is, they got tacked at the end without Jim interfering. That was my whole point before. Every time Jim's been involved, he's gotten away. Well, he's not got. He didn't get away this time.
No, he got pistol whipped real hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like glad. I'm like, okay, see, you don't need to have Jim Gordon be the hero all the time. Like, and stop damseling women just so he has a convenient excuse to go save people. Fucking stop. It's lazy. But anyway. So, yeah, Barnes, we see, is getting more and more unhinged.
Yeah, he's losing control. I don't think he's never gonna break. He's gonna beat somebody's head in and they're not gonna be alive afterwards.
I mean, he already almost did in the interrogation room.
That's true.
They were confronting the guy with the morgue. You know.
I thought I was supposed to be the bad cop.
Yeah, like, and you know, Barnes so coyly asking Lucius, like, so, is there a cure? And Lucius is like, they're working on it. It's going to take a few years.
Lucius just came out of the nowheres, and I was like, there you are! I've been missing you!
Hey, you're back! Yeah, we haven't seen him in a few episodes.
No.
Yeah. It's good to, like, kind of get a pulse of how Lucius is doing. But, yeah, so basically, Barnes is screwed. They're not going to cure this anytime soon. You know, towards the end, before he speaks to Jim and give him his job back, we see him looking at his will.
Yeah.
So
he knows he's toast.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, my thought was, like, is he planning on killing himself to, like, stop him from hurting anybody? You know?
Maybe. I mean,
like,
he's a cop at heart, and if he thinks that's the only way out, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's rough.
Really sad, but
yeah.
Like, I don't know if this show would actually go there with that sort of thing.
I don't think so either. But
I don't think so. But it was the thought that I had. I was like, oh Jesus, like how? Or is he just worried, like, if he turns into like a boiling rage monster, he's gonna, you know, end up getting shot and probably killed just because he's a safety risk. I don't know. It's not looking good for him.
No,
and he needs to like be honest with people about what's going on, like, soon, so maybe people can help him.
The person that would help him the most, even though I hate saying it, would be Lee.
Yeah, you're right.
Because, you know, she's got Mario, and, you know, together I think they'd be able to at least help him, you know, go through the process a little bit slower. Maybe be able to have time to think things through. Maybe actually try for a cure, because, you know, she's kind of got her hand. She's like elbow deep into the blood. Seriously.
Right. Yeah, she's been exploring it, and maybe they can even just treat the symptoms, not cure it. Like, they can, like, suppress it or something. I don't know. Like, just go get help, stupid. It's gonna. It's like
everybody on this show has problems asking for help.
Yeah. It's kind of everyone's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not going to end well with Barnes. I know it. I think Jim's going to get a very quick promotion to captain in a few
I think
episodes.
that's what they were trying to, like, edge us towards with this scene, was like, you know, we see Barnes looking at his will, and Gordon walks in like, hello, I want to come back and be a police officer.
Hello! Now he's British. I've decided.
I decided that too, because I think he'd be a much better person if he was British. Because look at Alfred.
This is true. So we cannot neglect talking about Bruce and Alfred and Selena this episode. which was adorable. So Bruce is cooking Selena a whole dinner and dessert and set up a nice little date night for the two of them. And Alfred was very respectful and said, I'll leave you two alone. I'm not going to I'll be within like hollering distance, but basically just letting Bruce be Bruce. And I think that's exactly what he needs to do. Mm-hmm. But it almost looks like Selena's going to stand Bruce up, but then she shows up late.
Yeah.
And Bruce is all like, you was late. Why were you late?
Well, I mean, I think if she had access to a phone or even like, whatever, she'd at least have left him a text, but I don't think she really wants one. And, like she said, things come up. And I have a feeling that has a lot to do with Ivy. She's still like hardcore looking for her.
Yeah. I mean, and she basically says like, Bruce puts her on the spot. Like he goes, no, there's a reason. Mm-hmm. And she says, this is weird for me,
Yeah.
Which is totally cool. And I'm glad like, and people have been saying in chat, like Wendell and Baby Bad Cat, all saying like they have the healthiest relationship.
They really do.
So far they do.
Yeah.
They're the only two people on the show who are like respectful.
Yeah.
And communicate.
They're communicating their understanding of each other and how different they are and everything like that. So, yeah, they really are the healthiest relationship on this show at this time.
And their children. Why is it the children?
15, 16,
All right, yeah, so, like,
They're still young.
Adults.
Yeah.
But come on. Like, why do they have this, right? And I think it was really cute because it makes sense for Selena. Like, she has a hard time trusting people. She has abandonment issues. And, like, having one person's attention on her like this, especially from, like, the opposite sex, is weird for her. She's not she's not.
It's not even just the opposite sex. He's got everything.
Oh, well, that's true, too, yeah.
And she's not used to having anything. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's obviously she's not the Catwoman we know that's sort of like the flirty seductress and also burglar yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe she will be someday. I don't know. I'm okay if she's not.
Me too.
Okay. But yeah, I think I thought that was really sweet, and I thought that was like kind of really nice, and I can't wait for the show writers to blow it all up and make them hate each other again. Because I know you're going to take this from me.
That's so terrible because it's going to happen.
I know. Totally going to do it. Oh,
you're going to break all of our hearts.
Just don't. Just please, guys. Just let them have this. Okay? There's a lot of stories. There's a lot. Yeah. Let us have this. Because there's a lot of stories where Catwoman and Batman either hook up or date, whatever. And it's cool if they do that as kids and they're like a crime-fighting duo. I don't know, man. Just let this be for a little while. Mm-hmm. But someone mentioned in chat, Baby Batcat actually mentioned it in chat, they supposedly have cast a mom for Selena for Gotham, according to the actor's Twitter. Yeah. The actress who plays her tweeted that. Apparently, I didn't look myself, so I can't really verify that right now. But supposedly, her mom got casted. I don't know if we're going to see her this part of the season. It may be like the second half.
After mid-season?
After the mid-season break. Yeah. So maybe that will actually meet Selena's mom. I don't know.
Oh, I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, I mean, like in the comics I've read, she's had a dad who was like a mob boss and who's in prison.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But never a mom. And the dad was kind of a prick, so yay. So obviously mom's not going to be great because she did abandon her child. So we don't know. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's judgmental. We don't know why.
We don't know why. We have no inclination of how it happened or anything like that. So.
Yeah, but I feel like if that's the case, that could be the monkey wrench that gets thrown in Bruce and Selena's relationship. Is like she gets distracted from her mom. And, you know what I mean? It's like, no, but I'm sorry. Like I have to go like meet my mom and be with her. And Bruce is like, the fuck? I've been here the whole time. So I wrote the show for you. You're welcome. There's your plot. Your really shitty 7th grade plot.
Yeah.
Assholes. I
Oh,
shouldn't be allowed to
goodness.
anymore. This is why. Do not put me in the driver's seat. Oh God! Did we cover everything? I think
think-
right?
Other than the Lee and Mario argument about Gordon,
Oh, right.
and that was like 2 seconds. Lee was like, "It's gonna be
Yeah.
okay."
I don't
gonna be
love him. I love you.
Yeah.
Bullshit. No one believes you.
No
She said. I
one
mean,
believes
it's gonna be
Gordon
like, it's gonna be Runaway Bride. We know this. I don't-
yeah.
Whatever.
Or the quarter owls will grab her.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Straighten her ass out.
Mhm.
All right. In any case, I guess that's our show. If there's nothing else,
Maybe.
might be.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, couple of kids. Thanks. So anyway, next episode 8, is called Blood Rush. So Barnes begins to feel the effects of a recent incident. I wonder what. And begins to go bad. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Enigma is out of his depth in his relationship with Isabella. Duh. And Carmen Falcone throws Lee and Mario an engagement party. And I keep calling him Falcone, even though the show calls him Falcone. Because the correct version is Falcone, and they say that in the video game I'm playing. So
I will note that. I will note that because I say Falcone too because that's how the show is. So
it's spelled the same, but
okay.
whatever. That's just a little pet peeve of the day. I'm excited to see Barnes destroy things like chairs and people.
Yeah. Well,
How
I mean,
about you?
yeah. I didn't like Barnes until they did this to him. Him hobbling around with the stick, it's just like he seemed really pathetic and he was acting pathetic.
Yeah.
Like
This is definitely cool.
this is totally putting a little oomph into his character.
A little too much, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, Nikki, where can they find you for a very
They
short
can-
period of time before you leave us?
I'll still be
To
around
California.
on the Twitter. I'll still be around.
That's where they can find you. That's right.
Yeah, on Twitter. At LadyVenom24. LADYVenom24.
Going to goddamn California. You can find me at No More on Twitter, not in California. Because I don't get to have nice things this season. I'm not bitter. I'm only kidding.
So bitter.
Look, I'm going to PAX, man. You got to do whatever the hell you want.
That's right.
So, anyway, that's going to be cold. And you can find us all on here at ASOTV on like Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus and MySpace. Just dumb when he says that, but I'm going to say it for real. We have a fucking MySpace. Fucking friend us. We don't look at it. Do it.
Do it.
You can find all sorts of podcasts, video games, movies, bullshit, whatever. Follow us. We're here. Get out. Go. Stop watching. We're going to be doing Westworld soon. It's going to be great. I'm good at outros.